The first ever United Nations Habitat Assembly in the Kenyan capital, Nairobi, kicked off earlier this week and has brought together more than 3,000 delegates, including 40 ministers and high-level government representatives from more than 100 countries. In his opening address, Kenyan President Uhuru Kenyatta called on the United Nations agency to formulate strategies to transform cities and human settlements into engines of economic growth and development in a sustainable manner. Robert Nagila was there.
It is so decided.
After nearly 40 years of discussions on the governing structures of the UN Habitat, history was made on Monday when it was elevated to an assembly. This now means the UN Habitat Assembly, based in Nairobi, will be the world's highest decision-making body focused on sustainable urbanization. The Assembly's first order of business was to elect Martha Delgado as its first ever president.
We must build on the opportunities offered by the UN Habitat Assembly to adopt policies that will continue to advance sustainable urban development as a driver of social inclusion, economic growth, and environmental protection.
The UN says by 2050, more than 70% of the world's population will be living in urban areas. It's no wonder then that the theme for this gathering is innovation for a better quality of life in cities and communities.
Our decision today will have an impact on the future greater than any other previous generations. Life on Earth is at stake. We have the ability and the means to make life better in the smallest village to the biggest city.
Kenya is urging member states to honor and increase their contributions to the Assembly. It has pledged to increase its contributions to the UN body.
I commit that my government will increase its contribution to UN Habitat and Human Settlements Foundation gains account during our next annual contribution. Kenya will also participate in the pledging session.
The UN complex will be a hive of activity with more than 50 meetings scheduled. There are over 2,000 delegates in attendance, including several heads of state and ministers. A declaration is expected to be announced on Friday after the official closing ceremony.